What's going on, guys? So before we start the video, I'd like to ask you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. So today we're gonna be looking at something different. I did finish school. This week was my last final, so I am gonna be able to upload more and more videos. So I'm thinking of uploading the stock market videos and also doing Splinterlands, Golem, and Forge videos, and also trying to post more and more TikToks. But here is something I do that I've been posting some shorts about. If you guys haven't seen those, I've also posted TikToks and I have posted some Instagram reels as well. I forgot to post a couple times because of finals, but I'm gonna be uploading those. I uploaded one yesterday, gonna be uploading one today, and I'll probably try to upload one tomorrow once all our contracts are officially out of our account now. But I want to explain to you guys what I'm doing, how I figured out this strategy, and why I am losing money currently. Because yeah. So first, let's start off with how much I initially started and when I started investing. So I initially started back in 2019. Right here, it shows that I started in April 29th, 2019. This show I started with about $15,000 here, and I went through the path of slowly investing to dividend stocks here throughout this little short time period. Then here I started, I believe here I started going a little riskier, joining some stock market groups and learning from them. And I've gotten a couple of gains here, losses here. Then I started doing another method called the cash secure put covered call method, which is considered a longer method, which is called the wheel method. This is a method I was using back then. I did end up losing a lot of money here. I believe this is around COVID times here when we had this big dump here. But then during those COVID times, I did create more value in my money, so I ended up going all the way up to 19,000, which is pretty much almost a $5,000 gain from the start of the account. Then we went a little lower. This is pretty much all of my trading history since my start, which was in 2019. But even here, we've reached back to 19,000, then we reached back to 16, then we slowly went up to 20K, and we broke over our 20K limit here on November. We went to about 22,600, and then we had a really bad economy, which destroyed our account up to 11,000 when we're down $3,000 there overall. Then we recovered a little bit, we went back down, we recovered a bit, and then we went all the way back down to 7,000 when we were down almost 50% of our portfolio. But we started to bring that back up towards the beginning of 2022. In August, we were reducing our losses. Then again, we had another major dump here, and then we kept going in this little steady point here. We were around 10K. Then again here we went boom and we went back down to 8, which was really bad. But we have recovered a lot in the beginning of this year, so we are still trying to gain back to original investment and hopefully reach our high tops of 23,000. And here now we are standing at $13,342, which is about 11% down, which is not terrible from our original start, but it is bad because this has been like 4 years of trading. But now I have decided to change my methods out and learn more of the market and play it more safe, because in reality I was playing really risky, and we are still holding some shares that we have lost some money in. So I'll show you guys what we're owning, what we own right now, and what we're losing on. So this UXB here was a free stock I earned from inviting someone to join Robinhood. I also bought 100 Hood, Fubu shares, 200 Rise shares, and these bottom shares here, the 200, 100, and 100 shares, are the ones that have lost me a good amount of money. I also had other shares that I've lost money in, but I have recently sold them for break even or a little bit of profit, which is what I'm trying to do with these shares, and I'll explain how I'm trying to do that. So first, let's go into our Hood shares, which is doing really bad right now, but they have announced some good things about Robinhood recently, so hopefully we see what happens here. But my cost basis, I bought this stock at $37, which is a really bad price to buy it at. At the time, Robinhood was doing pretty decent. Let's go to the 5 year. Robinhood IPO'd here at 38, but at this point here, we were at $55, and then ever since that, we have not gone up since, and we've gone lower and lower and lower. But I don't have confidence in Robinhood shares right now. I'm just kind of forced to hold them till I can make my money back in a sense, and I will show you guys how I'm making some money back. But yeah, overall, this is a pretty bad stock here. I do have some lending for these shares, which is nice, getting a little bit of money back on our return, but we can't really do much with that. So, unfortunately, we're trying to get rid of these shares eventually. Same thing goes for Fubu. Fubu was a really bad investment. By the time I was making a good amount of money with Fubu, so we bought this at $30 per share and it's at $1.73. I am trying to recover this money also, but this is going to take really long to recover, and I think we are getting some stock lending also, so that's not bad. But I do want to show you guys some history of these shares, because realistically over here we made $32, $18, $234, $70, 141. So at the time when it was at a higher price, it was $26, $28, $52, 15, 43, 42. We were making decent amounts of money here, and we were cashing this out, even 321 here, which we were making decent money back then. But like I said, Fubu prices have gone down, same as anything else. Like look, $400, $600, $200. So we did pretty decent holding, buying these shares up at the when it was a higher price. But now Fubu has been struggling. Hopefully they make a return is our best approach to this. But like I said, we're trying to cover our money back on these, which will take a good amount of time. Our other shares are Riot. Same thing with Riot. Riot is a Bitcoin mining company, so they have increased actually for the past since 5 years ago. But like I said, we bought this at 20. Our average price on these are $22.79, which we are currently down 50% on, which is not as terrible as Fubu is, right? But the same thing as our other shares, we were we were making some good money with these, even with Robinhood shares too. Over here, $13, 19, 20, 29. Couple good trades here. So we're making a good consistent amount of money here, even with these. $18.44, 131, 36.71. Like we were making good money, 385. Over here making a top dollar here when it was at $31. 190, 380. Like we were making good money from the beginning of our history. So that's why these shares have been making me money. But like I said, I made mistakes, and I held these shares when I shouldn't have held them, which was my mistake. But like I said, I didn't know what I was doing back then. Now I have a more clear idea of how my trades are going. But like I said, I'm trying to get rid of these shares eventually, but I'll show you guys what is my method of getting rid of these shares. So my method of trading is, like I said, covered call and cash secure puts. So if we go to our forward shares, the method I am using for these shares is I don't buy calls, I sell calls, and I sell puts. So by selling a put, yeah, let's say expires May 19th, because that's the next expiration. So when I sell a put, I want to sell a put under the current price. So we're now to 11.65. I would want to sell this for a less riskier approach, which would probably be the $11 strike. A riskier approach would be the $11.05 strike. But with this trade here, the idea is if the shares of Ford do go under $11, you are forced to buy 100 shares at the $11 price, which is $1,100 you have to spend on 100 shares. But in the good approach of this is if it hits over $11 within the next week, you just profit $3 in the cents. But it's not much money to be made on these. You could go towards a more riskier approach. The closer to the price, the riskier it is, because you're more likely to be forced to buy these shares, right? So this we would make $11 profit per. If we wanted to do this and we had a good amount of money, for example, we could buy 10 of these, we would make $112, which is not a bad amount of money for a weekly basis, but we are spending right here 11,300 or 11,380 would be our basic price, but where we would be spending 11 I think it's 11,500 we'd be spending on this. but it shows our reduced price here because it is minus our profit of 120. So our break-even price, or the price we would buy those shares at, we would buy 1,000 shares. No, we would buy 10. Yeah, we would buy 1,000 shares at 11.38 if we don't consider any profit out of this. But that's the basic idea. The same way goes the other way if you sell a call. This is the opposite. It means you own 100 shares and you're willing to sell your 100 shares for a certain price. So even here, if I was to sell my 100 shares and I was to do, this isn't a good example because like these aren't much money. So for example, we would do the 7 rate. We would sell our 100 shares at the $12, at $1,200. We sell 100 shares at that price. But here it's just saying that I would profit $7 if the price is under $11. That was my method of trading. It is called the wheel method. If you want to search that up on YouTube, and there's a couple YouTubers that do show it in more detail. But that is my method of trading. You could also check out my shorts, and I will explain how that works. But let me show you guys my little spreadsheet here. This is my little spreadsheet here. This shows my all my shares that I do own right now. So my Fubo, Riot, Hood, Riot again, Coinbase, Ford shares here, and my bank shares here. So these shares all in this section here were the ones I owned when, well, not the Coinbase ones. These here technically are the ones I own and I have lost money. I could show you guys my bought price: $30, $39, $37, and $36, and I show my premium price. This premium price here is the trades I have done, the cash secure puts, the cover calls I've done for these shares. The break-even price here is our premium, which is the money we earned from these shares, minus our bought price, which is equivalent to $27. So I am still down in these, but we did reduce some of our losses. For example, there are Riot one here. We owned it at 36. The Riot one here, we own it at 39, but we have reduced our prices to 31, 35, 30, 38, and 37. Right now, I am using my trades on Coinbase to be able to take this money, these premiums here, add it to our premiums over here, which reduces our break even. So eventually, hopefully, if I get this to a good price like $15, maybe 11, 12, I could start doing some more trades. So the basic concept is I am using Coinbase right now. Actually, I've been using Coinbase a lot for current trades because I can trade it pretty frequently, and it has been profiting me some money. So I go here. This is a similar approach: sell put, and I would do it weekly. So we would do May 19th, and we would sell a cash secure put here, which means if it hits my strike price of this strike price, I will have to buy these shares. But I want to play a more safe approach, so I typically go for something right here when I could profit at $52, 56, 62. Depending on which one I pick here, I would probably go for 52 or 56. And here is the idea of our contract. We will get paid $52 for doing this, and we would have to put 4,850 on this contract to profit our $52. So that is what I've been doing, and I've been taking these gains and pushing them towards our losses here. So here, this is a contract that just finished today, right? And I was profitable in it because I did not have to buy any shares. So here is the contract we did this week. Let's push it towards a week. So this was Monday at market open. It was at $52. It was at 57, and then over here towards 10:30 a.m. it was going around these prices, and it does go down because of time decay. So these contracts per day, they end up going down if the price doesn't move. The reason is because the closer it gets to expiration, the less it's worth. If this stock could decide to go down in price a lot, this premiums would go up more. So here is where we bought it. We bought it at $60. So we made $60 gain on this contract. We did put $4,900 to stake into this contract. So, but we didn't hit the price of $49. Right now, you can see here the Coinbase is sitting at 57.29. So we realistically just made $60 profit by putting that money on the line. which is how I usually trade. If this ended up going towards a bad position, I would look into rolling this position. So rolling a position pretty much means you extend your contract to a further week. So right now this is expiring today, right? So instead of that, I would say let's extend it to one more week and let's pick a different strike. Let's pick a different strike here and let's extend it. But realistically, I didn't have to do that this week because it just expired worthless and I've gained $60 off of this contract. So that's what I'm doing. So right now we're zero. The market's closed now, so we can't trade these. But realistically, we have. Oh, our prices got messed up here because this is Google Sheets is going direct. Google Sheets or Google Finance is taking price from Google Finance to have the actual current price. But I would move this $60 we made into our Riot contract here. So plus 0.6, which would reduce our break-even price by $60, meaning our break-even price is now $30.89, which is what we're trying to do. We're trying to make this price as low as possible till we could sell it towards the current price. Like I said, Riot's at $10 something currently. They want to keep reducing those prices, and we're moving this money here, which is we're trying to use these Coinbase cash secure puts to reduce our prices here and eventually being able to sell these. I've done these before. I did own a good portion of AMC before when AMC was very popular. Now it's trading at $5, but I did own it. You can see my history. So I did do some stock lending as well, but we sold our shares at $4.22 because we have generated, we have reduced our cost enough to the point where we could actually sell these shares, which is awesome because now we have less shares and we bought more shares of stuff we actually want to keep. So let me show you our other shares. So we do own Ford right now and we do own Bank of America. Our prices are still messed up. Let me see, maybe I could refresh and it'll fix them. Yeah, there we go. I fixed it. So these are our current Ford stuff. I bought Ford here at 1140. I bought at 1170. I bought at 1219 and 1219 here. So I have 400 shares, and I did buy one share as well of Ford, just because my thought was I'll keep buying more Ford shares. But I decided why not just go to a different stock, because Ford is, we need to diversify. We need to buy different stuff on our account instead of just buying one specific stock. So here we go. These are our Ford shares. Our current our cost average is 11.87. Our total return is minus $80, which is not the best, but we are getting paid every week, every month by our cash or covered calls. So this is my history with Ford and what we've been doing. I do show these on TikTok and YouTube Shorts, Instagram as well, but this is what we've been making here. So we sold for $42 gain here, $23 gain, $9 gain. We bought some shares here. We made a $14 gain. We made a $16 gain here, and we rolled positions here, canceled some stuff, made $62 gain here. Like, we've been trading this consistently, but why do I want to own these shares? I don't think I will sell these shares for a long time because these shares pay dividends, and dividends plus our weekly monthly income from cash or covered calls is what we're looking for. So we're looking to do these option contracts, like I said, and we're earning some money every week, every month. And we're also here getting paid a dividend. So Ford right now is paying a dividend of 0.15. So with our 401 shares, we do gain $60.15, which is nice. This is every 3 months. We are consistently going to gain this amount of money as long as Ford doesn't cut their dividend or lower their dividend payouts. But Ford right now, I believe you could see it around here. Yeah, our dividend yield on Ford is about $10.53. So pretty much we want to make as much money with these shares through cash secure or covered calls as well as dividends. This is why I'm buying Ford. This is why I bought Ford, and also why I bought Bank of America. So, also before I continue this video, I would like to say that this is not financial advice. So this is just entertainment purposes, and something I am doing and explaining more of how my shorts and TikToks are working. And if people need wanna more of these types of videos, make sure you guys like the video and let me know anything in the comments that you're interested in. But here I also bought these Bank of America shares. I am down about 9% on them, which is not good, but like I said, we are hoping to get dividends off of Bank of America as well. And also we are trying to do our cash secure or cover calls. I keep saying that. Our cover calls, which have been paying decent amounts since we bought it. We ended up buying Bank of America here at the 89 cent strike, and we have profited so far off of these shares. We've made $9, $7, $15, $20. So 20 plus 15 is 35. 35 plus 7. And see, this is where the math gets complex. Let me calculate that. 35 plus 7 equals 42 plus 9 equals 51. So we made $51 off of these Bank of America shares so far, and hopefully we keep doing that. Plus, we'll get paid a dividend very soon. I think we bought these on April. Let me look into it. Bank of BAC dividend. They haven't announced it yet, but they should probably announce it soon. So last dividend, the pay was April 26th. So 3 months from April, ex-dividend day was June, but April 26th was the date. Yeah, so we should get a dividend. April was payment. April 26th. I think we missed it. We technically missed it, but we're gonna have to wait 3 months from now to get those dividends, which is okay because right now dividend rate is about 0.88 cents. So that would be $88 we also get in our pockets after 3 months, which is cool. Plus, like I said, we made a $51 so far, so $51 plus our $88. On top of that, we would make $139 once we get paid a dividend, which is awesome. Like I said, that's what we're doing with these shares. I could show more details here, as in here's our Bank of America, and what we've owned, how much premium. This is the $50 we've made here. There's also our premiums here we made here. I did have this buy power of $170, but I'm not gonna use that until I realistically have to, because I'm trying to make it so I have a good amount of brokerage cash on my account first. So right now we have $2,190, which is not much money. I do want to increase our brokerage cash to 2,500 before I start buying more shares. And speaking about buying more shares, I want to show you guys what shares I am looking at and which ones I am thinking of buying. So this is a big list of shares here, and these all pay dividends. I'm going towards the idea of I want to own 100 shares of dividend stocks and also sell covered calls with them, so make covered call income plus dividend income on top as well. So these are the shares I'm looking to buy. Our lowest one, we've organized these by price, or I tried to. Price have moved since I organized them, but our MPW is our bottom tier here, where we will be buying 100 shares of these. Maybe I do need to check into these shares before I end up purchasing them. That's why I have not purchased many of them or any of them yet. But this is our list of shares we want to eventually own 100 of, and I might add more to this list in the future. But I want to try to buy 5K worth of a bunch of shares. Well, I want to buy 100 shares valued at 100 shares valued at around $5,000. So that what I mean by that is saying these DVN shares, I want to buy 100 shares of these, but I would buy this key. I would buy like 500 shares to equal this to $5,000. That is the idea, but I want to have these. I want to have at least 100 of a couple of these shares before I do end up buying some of these more expensive ones. But like I said, they all pay dividends and they all also have options, and that is what I wanted to look for. So like over here we could look at O, which is realty income. This is $62, which would be 6,200, but they have options so you could sell a call. Let's go to the price. This is for the next 7 days, so $30 here. I do want to do monthlies, which this one would be like the 30. This would be 35 days, which would be June 16th. I'd want to do this here. I would want to do probably even do this one at $65 because I would gain $20 on this contract. But if I do end up selling, I would sell it at 65, which is a $300 gain on top of that. But I do not want to sell, like I said. I want to hold these as long as possible. Hopefully, they appreciate in value when I also get dividend payments. But hey, guys, it's been a pretty long video. So I do want to make these stock market videos at least once a week. I also do want to make our other videos that we usually post also. Now, like I said earlier, now that I don't have school anymore, I could post more often. So for now, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you all next week. Technically not. See you guys probably Tuesday. I'll see if I can upload something then. But thanks for watching, guys. See you all later.